Hi, this is Neil Kelly, Orange County's Registrar of Voters, and we're gearing up for the June election right now. And in the middle of preparing our VVPAT printers, this stands for Voter Verified Paper Audit Trail. And if you vote in the poll sites, these are the printers that you would normally see in your voting booth. And it's used as a verification. It's not something you would take with you, but it's under plexiglass, and it's verified that your ballot was cast correctly. Brent Adams is from our warehouse here, and we're going to kind of walk you through these steps right now, what we're doing to prepare for our printers, doing something a little different.
That's correct.
During this election. So let's start at our first station right here.
The first station is Mark right here, and what Mark does is he gets the printer and sets them on the table and removes the seals and opens them up.
Now, if I could just add, go ahead, Mark. These red seals that you see here are from the last election.
The last election. That
were sealed on the VVPAT printer. So Mark has pulled those off, and of course he's preparing right now to open those printers as well.
Right. And he's getting them ready for the next guy in line.
And let's go to that person.
He's right down there. No.
Yep.
That's Enrique.
Let's walk this way. So you can see here that the printers are opened up now, and let's quickly talk about what Enrique is doing.
Enrique's taking the old paper out that we did not use and staging a new roll for the next guy.
Right, and then that's the next step, which we're going to walk over here too. And by the way, we have just close to 10,000 of these printers that we're going to have to go through in this process. So here we are pulling the paper out. Let's walk over here.
So what we do as a protection, we have him pull the ballot out, the next guy first, and then the next guy puts the new roll in. So you can see the new roll is always sitting right here in front. He's just removing the ballot, and we're just reusing that red seal just to hold all the ballots together for storage reasons. That's why we placed it here on the table to begin with. So now the red seal is missing, so we know that the ballot's missing too as well.
And a real important step, and that's a good point you're pointing out, because a real important step in this is that we make sure that those seals, at the end of this process, new seals are placed on those printers, because when poll workers see them in the poll site, a red seal means never to touch for the poll worker. And that's exactly what these red seals are for, to track each individual printer. So let's go over to this station over here.
And this is where David's working.
Yep, and what's David doing?
Now David's taking that new roll that was up here in the top lid, and he's feeding it into the printer, and he's running a test page to make sure that the printer is printing. As you can see, the printer right here. So that's what his responsibility is.
Now there's a couple of items. When these printers are ready to go, we palletize them. The last step from this stage is we palletize them after we've had the red seals put on them, and these lids are put back on and screwed in place. Then we'll be prepared to put these printers actually into the voting booths, ready to go out on for election day. And there's a couple things that our guys will look for as they're putting them in those booths. Number one is there a red seal on it, because we want to make sure that that red seal is in place, and that that red seal's been scanned, because we want to track that.
We want to track it.
We also want to make sure that that test page is showing in the plexiglass screen.
That's right.
That's very important.
Right.
So remember, if you're a poll worker, when the printers show up in your voting booths, you might want to think about all the things that went behind this, because there's a lot of work that goes into it. And if you're a voter, understand that that plexiglass is there in place to protect that ballot so it comes back to us sealed.
Right.
And if we have a recount that occurs, we may go to this printer in order to use for that recount. So again, keep watching these videos as we get closer to June. We'll keep you posted on important election information. Thanks for watching.